Hey Collective, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to discuss with you a meditation I had, and I'm going to do a tarot reading. I don't know what's going to come out. But during my meditation, it made me think of the collective, you guys, because I saw some tall grass blowing in the wind. The clouds were rolling in like rain was going to come out, right? Like it was going to rain, but it was in and out. The sun would come out and hit me on my face, and then the clouds would roll in, and it was kind of like one of those beach days where it's not really hot, it's not really cold. It's kind of like a spring day, I guess, right? And I'm looking at my phone because I wrote down the meditation so I wouldn't forget it. And so then I see a butterfly, beautiful yellow butterfly, come up to the tall grass. And it's just, minding its business, doing its thing, what butterflies do, They're attracted to certain plants. And then I see a honeybee come up. And same thing, the honeybee just kind of doing its own thing, minding its own business. And then, as I'm in my meditation and I hear a phone ring. I don't even know where this phone ring comes out of. It's not my phone. It's not a phone in my house. Could be a phone, the neighbors. I live in a very busy city, so it could have been a neighbor's phone, but it was really on a loud ring, like it rings outside their house or something. And it rang once. It didn't ring anymore. And then it called back. It rang again once, and then it didn't ring anymore. And so it interrupted my meditation, because it was that loud. It was like if someone had an external speaker outside their house and if a phone rang, it would go off. It wasn't even like a cell phone ring. It was really, really loud. So I end my meditation and I'm thinking, I get this strong urge to do a reading. And this is my third attempt to do the reading. Okay, my first reading came out, but the audio was low. You could not hear my voice. The second reading, it completely was not even recorded on my phone, and I was recording it. I saw the numbers rolling, and it was just like my phone went blank. So I used two different recording devices. Both of them were acting up. So this is my third attempt, and I feel that the collective is going to be busy doing their thing, running their errands. I think you're going to get interrupted. I feel like you're going to get interrupted. Or maybe a call. Or maybe it's a call and you don't answer the phone. And then someone calls back. I feel like somebody has an urgent message. Not an emergency. I feel like it's a divine masculine. And I want to ask the tarot. I'm using a different deck I don't normally use. But it's, it's an urban deck. Okay, it's city. And I figured it was appropriate because I live 1 mile away from downtown, and it's extremely busy. When you walk outside, you'll always hear something. It's very rare that it's quiet in my neighborhood. And I was doing my meditation, outside because it wasn't too bad of a weather where I live. I live in a, kind of a tropical climate. So I want to ask and see what it says for you guys, because I believe some of you are going to be in the moment. It reminds me of that romance angel card. I think I might have it here. When, being in the moment attracts romance to you. And the lady she's sniffing the flowers without going through. And that's what it reminded me of, like right here. My meditation pretty much reminded me of this. I believe you, collective, are going to be in the moment doing something, and then you kind of get that in between where maybe you finish a task and like your brain is kind of idle, not really thinking of anything, but getting ready to think about what your next move is, like that kind of in between state. And then boom, a phone call, or boom, somebody comes up, like something changes. And I believe it's your divine counterpart, a person that you're interested in, something you've been wanting to know about. I believe that's what the interruption is going to be. It's sort of like when you're in the present moment, serendipitous things happen. And, you know, you didn't you didn't answer the first time, right? Like in the phone call that I heard, no one answered the first time, and then a call returned. So I believe someone's going to be trying to get a hold of you guys. And I think that you guys are going to be in that state of mind. Like, I really don't care if, you know, I speak to this person or not. Like, I'm good. Like, you know, before it might have been something you would rush into to speak to. And now it's just kind of like, I'm good. I moved on. That's really what I feel like. Now, I've done a pre-shuffle, and I want to ask Spirit, you know, about my meditation. Now, I do know it's relevant to my meditation because this is my third reading. I just don't know if the same cards will come out. All right. See what I said? Urgency. We have the Three of Wands, which is coming, you know, in the near future, but it's also expansion. But in this case, it's a fire truck. So I believe somebody is going to try to get a hold of you in an urgent manner. Like, not because they're having an emergency, but I think they're having like they're having an epiphany or a mental breakdown, and like they've got to get a hold of you. Like, they finally realized something, and now they want to get a hold of you. And maybe it's someone you've even ghosted. Yeah, here we have the Hermit card. You know, Virgo energy. This is someone who's maybe ghosted you, went off, been alone, doing whatever. Okay. This person is smoking a cigarette or lighting up something, and it's like a gargoyle looking at this figure. So what can you tell me, Spirit? All right. We have the Three of Wands that came out. Yeah. Someone's feeling oppressed. Someone who probably stabbed you in the back. In this case, this is someone who is in jail. Okay. This is the Ten of Wands. And this is somebody, you know, Spirit is saying, even for some of you, like, this may be somebody you haven't heard from in a while, and they could call from jail, right? Looking for your help. Or they could even write you a letter or send you a message from jail, because, you know, then they have time to think. They have time to realize how they maybe treated you. And they're having a tower. Look, this is on the bottom of the deck. They're going to have a tower moment. What else can you tell me, Spirit, about this? That's too many. What else can you tell me? Yeah. Four of Pentacles. So this is definitely somebody, you know, I'm getting two energies with this Four of Pentacles. For one, this is somebody who withdrew their energy from you. But I believe when they reach out, it's like my meditation. Wasn't really worried about, you know, answering the phone when the person, whoever's phone rang in the neighborhood, had interrupted my meditation. Like, they obviously didn't answer the phone. And I feel like it's a person who was withdrawn from you. And I feel like now you're withdrawn from this person. I feel like now the collective has taken their power back from this person. All right. So tell me more about this person who wants to reach out to the collective. Tell me more. Well, we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I think that they've had an awakening that you're the Empress. Okay. And I think the urgency is for them to contact you. Now, we have a lot of cards that came out here. So I'll take all these cards, but okay. They're relevant. These are similar cards that came out earlier, just, all right, not in this order. When I did the reading earlier, I really wish you guys could have seen that. We have the Death card. You know, Scorpio energy. I think they want to end not speaking, okay? I think they want to apologize, all right? But we got the Queen of Wands right here. And this Queen of Wands is a public defender. Some of you guys may literally hear from your person, or the person that shows up as like, is someone you haven't heard from, someone that you were really into and you got ghosted from, okay? This person literally may call you from jail, okay, and wanting, to apologize. All right, wanting to end the silence, wanting to transform this energy with this death card, okay? Because literally we have death, we have the Prince of Cups, and we have the public defender. And if you just want to take, if you just want to even go a little bit darker with this, because this is, like I said, some of these vibes are jail. This person, whatever they were doing, they got caught at, it came to an end. And if it was illegal, it came to an end in handcuffs, okay? Now, this deck doesn't have a police car, but we have the fire truck. So it's an emergency or it's urgent that they speak to you, okay? And that's a New York fire truck. Now, just in these 3 cards alone, we got public defender, we have jail, and we have here the Page of Cups, which says a filmmaker, but it can be a mugshot too, if you want to be intuitive about this. Literally, some of you are going to get a call from this person you haven't heard from. They're in jail. They got caught. Something they were doing came to an end. All right. And literally, because of that, they're in there. They can't do their shenanigans, so they're having a major awakening. It's a wake-up call for them. Getting thrown in jail or whatever they're going through, they're having a major wake-up call. And they don't have to be going to jail. This is just somebody having a major wake-up call. Something has happened. There was a tower that we saw on the bottom of the deck. Also, we saw the Empress on the bottom of the deck. They're having a major wake-up call that you, collective, are their person. You are their Empress. Whether you're a male or female, you're in that yin energy. They're being woken up to this fact. And they're urgent to get a hold of you. Okay? They believe you're the only one that can save them. They believe you're the only one who will come to their rescue or to their aid. Okay? And this came out earlier in the earlier reading. You see, this is what I feel like in the meditation. It's kind of that in-between moment where she was doing something, right? She was writing, whether she was drawing or writing down. She was art. I think she was drawing, right? And then she just kind of comes, and this is Queen of Swords, but looking at the picture, she was drawing, and then she just like come to that moment, that in-between moment, like not really thinking, but looking out the window, like, what am I going to do next? And that's what I feel like you're doing, collective. I feel like you're busy doing something, and then you stop for a moment, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do next? And then, bam, that's when the call happens. That's when you get some kind of message, whether it's a call or some of you show up at your house, okay? But this is a person that caused you, gave you a lot of mind games, all right? But you thought they were your happiness with this 10 of Cups. And it could be, some of you, it could be, same-sex relationship. But this is a person that you thought was your 10 of Cups, but it ended up being a big headache. It ended up being mind games. It ended up being them ghosting you, them giving you just a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stress. That's why you had to get into that Queen of Swords energy and cut it loose. You really thought this person made you happy. You thought they were your 10 of Cups, everything. You thought they were everything that made you happy. But they caused you more mind games and stress than anything else. And you cut them off in this Queen of Swords energy. You cut them off. I'm glad because Spirit is allowing the same cards to come out. Maybe not in the same order. But I'll see if the other cards that came out, because other cards that came out was that this person had a lot of player energy. Like they wanted to promise you the world. They wanted to promise you, happiness and the 10 of Pentacles. And they wanted to offer you all this stuff, but they were still having a double life being a player. We have the 6 of Swords. Okay. You had to move on from this person. There was a lot of sword energy with your dealings with this person. It was painful. It was painful. Now that you've moved on, okay, the collective has moved on. Now this person had an awakening that you're their person. And they literally could be having that awakening in jail, but it doesn't matter where they're having the awakening. This is the thing. It could be a divine counterpart with this Lovers. And that's what showed up too. Both of these cards showed up. So thank you, Spirit. Please let this video come through. It's almost as if something doesn't want the video to come through. Maybe it's the devil himself. But, you know, I'm a divine being and you collective, you guys are divine beings. It's not going to happen. This person is still the devil. They're still toxic. They may very well be your person, your divine counterpart. But they're toxic. They're not healed. They're promising you the world, and they're going to give you the world, but they're not going to give you all of them. They're still toxic. They're still going to be, you know, if they kept you in a third party before, they're going to keep you in a third party again. If they ghosted you, if they didn't, you know, if they breadcrumbed you, they're still going to breadcrumb you. Only difference is you may ended up living with this person. If this person offers you, you know, marriage, offers you, you know, place, and everything comes together, you may get what you manifested, but this person has not manifested being faithful. This person has not grown up. This person never showed up even as an emperor. The emperor would come to the bottom of the deck, but it wouldn't come out. And this person showed up as a knight of wands and a knight of a nine of wands and a knight of wands is how the person showed up. And as I say that, the Ace of Swords come out because Spirit's saying that's the truth. That's how they showed up. I believe I'm talking to a collective that have moved on. Okay. You've taken your power back. You thought this person was your happiness, and now you've learned to fill your own cup. Now you're getting on your path. And now they're trying to figure out how to manifest you back. They're trying to figure out, how do I get this person back in my life? What can I do? And I feel they're spying on you because they have a computer here. They're writing a letter here too. All right. They're trying to figure out what to say to you, how to get you back. They are strategizing though. This isn't, you thought this was your total and complete happiness, but they're toxic. It's not. They're willing, you know, they see that you're their person, but this is also toxic. This is also not healed. This is also someone who's still going to come in and use you. And, you know, here the Hermit card keeps coming out. All right. That you literally, some of you are dealing with somebody who has Virgo placements. And both of these cards came out, and the Eight of Wands came out. They're going to give you communication. This communication is going to come in when you least expect it. And, you know, you haven't heard from them in a long time. With this Hangman, you haven't heard from them in a while. And look here, just like before. Thank you, Spirit. Yep. It's the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. It's your divine counterpart. But it never came out of the deck before because this person has not matured. The Emperor can be your divine counterpart. They can be a business owner. They could be someone, but they're not completely in their emperor status. Yeah. Let's see these cards that come out here. They're going to ask you for a new beginning. We got the kindergarten teacher, so it's starting over. It's starting at the very beginning. Okay, in grade school. The kindergarten teacher is starting at the beginning. The Fool, starting at the beginning. This is the thing. This is the Strength card. This person was ruled in their ego, right? But looky there, you have a person, but that lion is fake. That lion is hard concrete, and that lion is a statue. So I really believe this is what Spirit's saying. The person's going to say, hey, can we start over? Right? For whatever reason. But they're not healed, so they're still fake. Here you are, the Empress. You're real. You're divine. You're loving. They're still fake. They're still hard. They're still not communicating. That is a concrete lion. That is not real. They're there. But they're not real. They're not being their authentic self with you. And like I said, this came out too. Both of these came out. Which they're on the bottom of the deck, so I'm not going to bring them out unless unless the Spirit wants them to come out. But Wealth came out. They do want to build a legacy with you. They do want to have kids with you. They want to do everything that you want them to do with you, but they do not want to give up their sexual freedom. This is a person who still wants to go out, and I believe some of these people are bisexual, and I believe they're keeping it a secret. They want to do all kind of things in their sexual life and be committed, like a double life. And that's exactly what came out. They want to build this legacy and this wealth with you, but they're keeping you in choices and options. And I got a lot of cups, and I believe the person, you know, has drinking issues. I even got a card that came out as a dancer. I believe that they're into, you know, strippers. Okay, this person has some severe sex addictions, and it's just going to lead to more mind games. Look, but they get a tower. You already had your tower when this person left, when this person stopped talking to you, when this person ghosted. You had your tower, collective. Now they're getting theirs. Now they're getting theirs. And they're not going to like it. We still got the options on the bottom. Tell me about this tower. Tell me about this tower. Yeah. So we have the Eight of Wands and we have the Eight of Swords. Something in their love life is going to get blocked. Okay, they could catch something, all right, that hurts their health, you know. Because this is a person who's always in that Eight of Wands energy, always in that Ace of Wands energy, always in that passion. Yeah, they want someone to build a life with, but they realize they're not ready. They're not going to let go of the devil. The devil's here. And it's here after you've moved on, and it's before the Lover's card, as a matter of fact. So they're going to have a wake-up call when it comes to love, because something in their love life is going to get blocked. Now, generally, when your love life gets blocked, it's because you get an STD or you get something that makes you literally not be able to pursue a love life, okay? Or something happens to you, like, you know, anything can happen, even if it's not an STD. Anything can happen to a person. Now, I want to show you here real quick before I pull any more cards. The way this came out is after the mind games, after the sleepless nights. All right, you collective, you moved on with this Six of Swords. You moved on. But now this came out in this way. They're going to be the devil. They're going to be toxic. They're going to put their addictions first before the lovers. It came out before. And they're going to put their addictions, their selfishness, always before you. And they may literally want to marry you, okay? But they're still going to put the devil first. They're still going to put the devil first. Those devilish ways, they cannot let go of them. They are going to get hit with the tower. And I think Spirit is protecting the collective, because the collective doesn't deserve to get an STD. The collective doesn't deserve to be treated like this. All right, what else about this person, this divine counterpart who's toxic? That was crazy, yeah. It's like this landed. We have the Nine of Pentacles. It's on the bottom. All right, and the Ace of Disc right next to that before I show you what landed out. Then we have the Ace of Disc. All right, they're literally going to offer you this. The Ten of Pentacles. They want this with you. They want this with you. They're not going to have it unless you decide. In my reading before, you guys pretty much were like the Knight of Swords and got, you know, kicked them to the curb. Because you collective, you're smart. You're going to see through this. You're going to see that they want this. They're going to promise you the world, but they really just want the sex. And yeah, they may have the world with you, but they're going to have the sex with everybody else and you. Now, this is the Sun card, and it came out just like this. Not this way, not just like this, over these two cards. So, literally, they could have a child with somebody, right? Somebody that they didn't love, and somebody who might milk them dry from their finances. And we have 8 here, which I just noticed, 88. Those are changes. Those are changes. One's positive, one's not so positive. But this literally could be talking about a child, because it's a child. All right? They could be awakening that maybe they were supposed to have a child with you. Maybe they had a dream, maybe there's a spirit child that is waiting to be born. But the thing is, if they're in this devil energy, that's like contract broken. It's also telling me they won't recognize all the happiness that they have with you, because they recognize you're their person. They recognize they want to build everything with you. And they're going to tell you this. And they're going to even offer marriage in some of their cases. Even if they're in jail, they'll ask you to marry them. But it's like they don't see the happiness that they really truly have, because it's not, the happiness is there with you, but it's kind of like this. It's like they're not fully seeing it. And it's because of this devil energy. And for some of you, it's literally what's going to stop their sexcapades is because they're going to have a child with somebody, and it's going to make them think before they, continue, because that's going to lead into all kind of legalities. You got to take care of that child. You can't just have a baby and walk away from it. How is the collective going to receive this person, Spirit? Oh, look, you got the Knight of Swords. This is what I got for the collective last time, that you guys are going to kind of send them on their way. But how is the collective going to receive this person? Well, you're going to be, here's the Emperor again on the bottom. See, they always wanted to peek out, but they never came out because they're not the Emperor yet. I did get the Chariot. So this Chariot card landed on the Ten of Cups. And so this Spirit is saying, look, this person is not your Ten of Cups. This person coming towards you is not your Ten of Cups. This Chariot is also reversed because they haven't came towards you, all right? The person that you thought was your Ten of Cups hasn't come towards you, all right? And they're telling you that's not your Ten of Cups. It might be your divine counterpart, your twin flame, but it's not going to be healthy. Just saying, don't pursue that. This, for some of you, you're going to know. You'll probably will feel it. And pursue your own happiness, because this landed on the Devil card. All right, so generally we have the Devil card and then we have a Tower, right? Because of the devilish ways, we end up having the Tower, right? And then the Star. Well, we have all three cards here, but it's saying, this landed on the Devil card. It's saying, don't pursue the devil. Look, she's looking away. She's looking away from the devil. She's a star. She's pursuing her own happiness, her own dreams, fulfilling her own cup. She is moving away, and she's pure. It's almost like an angel and the devil. Like, look how pure she looks in the white dress. Pure intentions. And this one here is just out for himself. So Spirit is literally telling you, collective, go into your own pursuit. Okay? Pursuit of your own wish fulfillment. Tell me how this person would be if the collective chose them. Show me how this person would be. They do want to build with you. But they're toxic. Look, look, look. I'm going to show you in order, all right? I'm going to show you in order how it came out. First card is number 1. These 3 cards came out together. We got the Lovers. Not the Lovers, excuse me, that came out already. We have Love, the 2 of Cups, which is the same sex, And there's a few cards here for same sex. So we're talking to a lot of collective, okay? We're talking to same sex and not same sex couples, okay? Your divine counterpart can't absolutely be your same sex. So, Prince of Swords, all right? They're watching you make money. You got the 9 of Pentacles there. And these 2 people in front of a computer. So if you're whatever you're doing, collective, to make money, or whatever you're doing, because they're watching you make money. And literally money could provoke this person to come back in your direction. They see you being abundant and successful without them. So now they want you. They want to team up with you. Okay? But this Knight of Discs came in sideways. This person is literally does come in as a knight. I get knights for this person. I never even got the Emperor. Now, upright, it's a solid, stable person or offer. But it's coming out like this. So I'm telling you, they want to get with you. They see your pinnacles, okay? They want to build with you. They don't want someone who takes their pinnacles. They want someone who they can either, pay their part or live off someone else, or it's not love. This Two of Cups, this Ten of Cups is showing, yeah, you thought this was your person. This Two of Cups is they're going to disguise themselves as your person. They're going to disguise themselves. But we got the Devil here. And that's not all. We got the Tower, we got the Devil. This is sideways. So this person is already shady. Knights are kind of, they're in and out. This is supposed to be the most stable knight, and they can't even come in upright. So this is a person who also may have a little bit of bipolar disorder. And I'm not here to medically diagnose somebody. I'm not a doctor. But I'm saying I see a lot of wishy-washy energy with this person where they want to go this way and then they're not sure. They got passion and then they hold back. So I see a lot of that, which is synonymous with knights. Now, this is your Emperor. The Emperor came out. This is your divine counterpart. But this Emperor is mature. Your Emperor is not. This is your Emperor. This is describing your Emperor. He's the Knight of Cups. He's the seducer. These are the cards that came out, but the Emperor didn't come out my first two readings. But a lot of these other cards did come out. The seducer came out. This person has placed something in the drink. It's toxic. That's why we see green here. I don't know if you can see it, but here we have like a crab. All right. I know it can stand for cancer, but there's something in there that shouldn't be. Let's look at it like that. There should never be a crab in your drink. Okay? Because it's gonna bite you. And she's not aware of this, okay? And he's seducing her. And that's who your masculine is. For the majority of you, this masculine that I'm getting the message to, who are watching me, this masculine, if you haven't heard from them, they're still that person. They're still that seducer, that player. All right? They want to romance you, but they want to seduce you. And we have the Devil here. The person has not grown. They don't even show up as a king. They don't show up as a king, but they want to take a chance with you. They want to take a leap of faith. But they do see that you're making money. It's like they want to partner up with you because they see you're making money. You're doing good. Or they see you independent. They see you loving on yourself because you're the Nine of Pentacles. You are that's the Empress. Okay, that's the pre-Empress energy. So what is the advice for the collective? I got that card too. Continue. Okay. This is, and number one, and this also came out. Number one is to remember collective. This is the Seven of Swords. There's still going to be deceitful people. They're still going to be very deceptive, lying, cheating, okay? This is infidelity here, all right? Spirit is saying, accept the apology, because they're going to come in and apologize. They're going to apologize because they want to get back in your good graces. But keep in mind, this is someone who is strategized this whole thing. They're going to come in with an apology. But what you're going to say is, I don't want to be kept as an option. I don't want to be kept as a third party. So Spirit is saying, accept the apology, but say also, just that. I'm not an option. You can't keep me and another person. And that's very forward and direct, because I think you already know that this person is a player. All right? I think you already know this person's a player, because that is the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Anything else I should say to collective? Anything else before we close out? Anything else? We have, this was the other card that came out. This is the Nine of Wands. All right. The Nine of Wands is also player energy. All right. This person is going to try all different kind of things to come into your energy. All right. But don't forget, they're filling their own cup first. And they're, wow, you can't make this up. This is what's next. They're filling their own cup first. And there's another same-sex relationship. Some of these masculines are hiding the fact that they like both sexes. They're hiding it. And this is one of the reasons why they could never fully commit. They do want to build with you, but they cannot fully commit. And I've not seen like a lot to say. I mean, no Ace of Cups. The Ten of Cups is how you felt about them before you cut off your energy. But they're keeping it hidden, the fact that they're always going to fill their cup first. There are also some of these masculines are hiding the fact that they are bisexual. And that's why Spirit's saying, move on. Just move on. Forgive them, accept the apology, and move on, because this came out reverse. They're a game master. And that won't change unless you cut it off. And then they can't play no more games with you. You cut it off, they can't play any more games with you. All right, collective, I hope, if this resonated, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Okay, this reading was for you. Let's hope it gets out this time. This is my third chance. So I love you guys, and namaste.